All right. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Man, it is great to be back. Great to see all of you. Welcome to Hambone's Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. My name is Dan. Stacy, what's the Dan slideshow? Oh boy. It took me like 11 attempts to get like a proper thumbnail. I hope that's not what you're talking about. Hopefully you didn't see all of them. There were some horrendous ones beforehand. Welcome, Stacy. It is good to see you. 21 people watching. It is 8:21. We'll get this game started and kicked off here around 8:31, 32. Quickly add the Hambone's team on the phone here. Oh no, Stacy, were there really? Oh gosh. Stacy, did you see the one where it was only about this much of my head? Or the one where I was pretending like it was really bright? I hope not. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh no, that's terrible. It's a good thing I didn't do anything inappropriate in those pictures. Hey, Nick. How are you? Good. All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. Yeah, Megan, I was. That's exactly what I was doing. I was like, how bright is it? Turns out, big mistake. Yes, Nick. Of course. All right. Welcome, everybody. Adam Showquist. Great to see you. Good morning. I knew Wisconsin is behind a couple hours due to time zones. I didn't know it was so far behind that it was now morning there. Welcome. It is 8:22 for tonight's Wednesday night monster game on A. Matt usually gives the weather. Pretty nice Wednesday night here in the trivia capital of the free world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's see. We'll get our timer up, Stacy. I'm working on it. Here we go. I'm 100% positive that countdown.onlineclock.net actually gives me viruses every time that I do this. All right, welcome. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome 43 people in the room watching. Welcome to the Wednesday night Hambone's Monster Game presented by Michaelis. My name is Dan. I will be your host for tonight's game. If you have played with us before, welcome back. If you have not, welcome. In the description of this video, there are 3 links. The first one is to register for Hambone's theme trivias coming up this weekend. That is Office Trivia and Friends Trivia. These will be all new Office and Friends sets. We've done Office and Friends before, but we're going to write fresh sets and run them back again. June 6th, that's this upcoming Saturday at 6:30 is the Office. June 6th at 8:30, that is Friends. Tune in for those, register with that first link. The answer sheet, which has a gray background, the answer sheet is what you will need if you're going to be entering answers on behalf of your team. So say you're Zach G in the chat and you're going to be entering answers on behalf of your team, you're going to need the answer sheet with the gray background. If you're just following along while someone else on your team enters answers, you're going to need the view only with the red background. BSB Girl 337, you don't need to register. All you need is the link in the description of the video, the one that says answer sheet, gray. Yeah, that's right, Melissa. I was like, oh, hey, look at you, Ground. Another incredible Letterkenny reference by our friend Melissa. Ricardo, great to see you again. Eastbound and Down, that's a classic East Side team, Giacomo's Black Acre. Winner of the Consistency is Key Award last season at Giacomo's and Black Acre. Great to have you back. Melissa, I know we keep teasing about the Letterkenny trivia, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Can't wait for Letterkenny trivia. It'll just be like every question will be about Kraken Ag, every single one. Or spelling bee. Yeah, every question it'll be like, what are the 7 words the hockey players were asked to spell in the Letterkenny adult spelling bee? Hey, Ricardo, 24th out of 100 plus teams. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, hey, look at you, Ground. Game show trivia. Glenn, what game show would you do well at? I think the only game show trivia that I would do well at would be probably like Jeopardy, but like, well, how do you do Jeopardy? It would have to be like, what are the odds of hitting a double in the first round or something? BSB girl, I'll post it for you. Don't worry about it. BSB Girl 337, just follow that link. That is the warm up. Those 2 links down there will take you through some warm up questions to get you acquainted with how to answer questions. Ooh, Glenn Sparks. Ooh, a great picture round. Yeah, that would be a great picture round. Or like another good one would be like it could be about the host. It could be like list the 3 people that hosted X show in the 90s or something like that. No problem, BSB Girl. Yeah, Glenn, exactly. All right, it is 8:27. Welcome as always to the Wednesday night Hambone's Monster Game presented by Michaelis. My name is Dan. It's great to have you. Kyle, hello. Can I mount Nick's go-kart tires? He was complaining about how bad his hands hurt from trying to do it yesterday. I don't know if that's something I want to sign up for. They're still not done? You're going on like 27 hours of this? Oh my goodness. How many hours per tire is that, Kyle? That's a lot of hours per tire. Hey, he's too cheap to pay to have done. There you go. Exactly. That's right. Girl Power and Boy of the Week is in the house. It's a classic Hotel Tango team. They got to get their trivia fix here. Laura Cahallen, thank you for complimenting the shirt. Yeah, I'm at that point in laundry where all of my polos are dirty, so I'm having to resort to actually looking decent with button downs. So I was thinking maybe we'll make it a little bit more formal here. What do you think? Now I just look like I'm the lead singer of some pop punk band or something. You know? Whoever said orange is the new pink. Stacy's not a fan. Stacy does not want me to chime in with haven't you people ever heard of? Exactly, playing the keyboard. Okay, go. That's right, Zach. All right, it is 8:28. Welcome. Luke's here. Zach's here. Megan's here. Stacy's here. Laura Cahallen, who's playing from the fam tonight. It is 8:29. We're going to get started here in about 3 minutes. Thank you, Melissa. We're going to get started here in about 3 minutes for the Hambone's Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. Talking about Michaelis again here in a little bit, but Michaelis is a fire and water restoration company based right here in Indianapolis. If it needs to be done right, it absolutely needs to be Michaelis. They are a great company. Our Hambones team has had great personal experiences with Michaelis. Please reach out to them for your fire, water, restoration needs, for renovations, etc. Please check them out. Their link is in the forums. They have brought trivia to the people, and hopefully we can bring some fire and water restoration business to them as well. All right, Megan Day, Laura Cahallen, the whole crew, including Sarah Cahallen, the trivia juggernaut. Charlie, great to see you. Charlie, we heard from you the other night during Yelp. It's great to see you again. Nikki Burton fam, back at it. Great to hear. 1 of 3 trivia games this week. That's great. Hopefully you're playing the theme games. If you are, register in the links in the description. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm just spectating a conversation between Megan and Luke. Glad to see both of you. All right. It is 8:30. We're going to wait about 3 minutes before we get started. Great game of trivia for you tonight. If you have not played with us, there are 4 rounds of trivia. 4 rounds of trivia. The team with the most points at the end of those 4 rounds wins. Each round is a little bit different. I'll explain them as we go, but trust me, you're in for a great night of trivia. Helping write some of the themes for these questions tonight is Scott Maitland, a member of the Hambones team, had the theme for the picture round, so we're excited about that. Thank you, Megan, for the invitation. Uh-oh, Matt's in the house. Here we go. Matt's in the house. See if we can stump Matt on a few of these final round questions. Oh, good to hear office trivia. That's going to be a great office trivia set. Sean Meehan, member of our team, will be writing a lot of those questions. We're looking forward to it. 120 people in the room. Going to have a great Wednesday night monster game. Get started here in just a second. For those of you who did not play along last night, our champion last night was the first family of trivia. Hopefully they're back to reassert their dominance tonight. Oh, good to hear, BSB Girl 337. We're excited. All right, 8:31, we'll get started here in 1 or 2 minutes. All right, got our timer up, got our IMS flag. It's no longer May. That's a bummer. Nick, when is the Indy Grand Prix rescheduled to? You know? July 4th. Nice. Oh, thank you. All right. All right. It is 8:32. No need for further waiting. It is time for the Wednesday night monster game brought to you by Michaelis. As I mentioned earlier, they are absolutely trusted Hambone's family. They do great fire and water restoration work. If it has to be done right, it absolutely has to be Michaelis. And they are bringing you tonight's monster game, which is 4 great rounds of trivia. Each round is a little bit different. We're going to get started right here, right now, with round 1. Round 1 is 6 questions. Each one of these questions that you answer correctly is worth 5 points. It is the opening lap, and the password to round 1 is Michael. Is Michael, as in Michael Scott. Password to round 1 is Michael. Go ahead and enter round 1, 6 questions, 5 points. Here we go. Round 1, question 1. 3 things all represented by the same number. I want you to give me that number. 1, the age of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. 2, the last 2 digits of the year George R.R. Martin was born, so 19 blank blank. And 3, Arizona's number in order of states admitted to the Union. You have to be within 2 of that number. The age of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the last 2 digits of the year that George R.R. Martin was born, and Arizona's number of admission to the Union. Question 2, this is one to advertise for our office trivia this weekend. On the list of the top 10 characters in The Office by number of spoken lines, and the list of the top 10 characters in Parks and Rec by number of spoken lines, there is one first name in common. There's one first name in common between the top 10 characters by spoken lines in Parks and Rec and the top 10 characters by spoken lines in The Office. Give me that one first name that is in common. Question 3, it's pretty well known that the penny is more expensive to produce than the value of the coin itself. Thankfully for the penny, it's not alone. It's got company. Misery loves company, right? There is another wide circulation coin that is more expensive to make than its face value. What denomination of US coin, or what common US coin, besides the penny, is more expensive to produce than it's worth itself? Question 4, according to the list of careers that Barbie has had, people who have played Wednesday night monster games with me before know that I love the list of Barbie careers. It's fascinating. On the list of careers that Barbie has held, she has been presidential candidate in 5 different presidential election years. There's only 1 year in which she was not a presidential candidate, but instead released as US president. What year was she released as US president? Had she actually won this year, she would have had to win by electoral vote, not popular vote. Give me the year. Question 5. Of the list of AFI top 100 movie quotes, there are only 2. This is ridiculous. Only 2 with the word love in them. That's crazy to me. Only 2 with the word love in them. The most recent of these was from a 1979 movie, and love was not expressed towards a person. It was expressed towards something, towards an inanimate object, towards something. What was loved in the most recent quote on the AFI Top 100 movie quotes with the word love in it? Tell me what was loved. You can give me the quote, tell me what was loved. Same thing. Question 6. Molten polymer deposition, fused deposition modeling, and fused granular fabrication are all methods of what process? I want you to give me that process. Molten polymer deposition, fused deposition modeling, and fused granular fabrication are all methods of what process? Those are your 6 questions to round 1. You have 7 minutes. Good luck. Megan, I think Scott made all of the Nightbot commands, but that is a great one. Your last year's model. Melissa, that's the Nightbot equivalent of your spare parts, bud. What was that, Nick? Thank you. Absolutely not. Let us know in the chat, which I believe is right over here. If you have any questions, any issues at all with forms, Hambone's team would be happy to help you out. Otherwise, you have 6 minutes left in round 1. Man, I'm so embarrassed that all those additional pictures I took for the thumbnail of the game were all visible. Good thing I didn't just like get frustrated and throw my hands up in the air or something. Put these on. From now on, Nick, anytime someone challenges a question, we'll throw these guys on. Thank you, Nick. Megan, to answer your question, I would love to drop more Game of Thrones questions in there. Whew, this would be a doozy. All right, you have just over 2.5 minutes left in round one. 2.5 minutes left. Better not screw anything up tonight, Nick. My Photoshop file of the meme tunnel is on my other computer, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do if I screw something up. Yeah, like what if I screw something up and need to add like Jimmy Buffett on top of Warren Buffett again? Oh, never mind. Nope, we're all good. I saved it to this computer too. The meme tunnel will live on. All right, you have just under a minute and a half left in round one. All right, you have 16 seconds left in round one. You got to get them in. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Get those answers in. All right, your time is up. You got to get those answers in right now. Here we go. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Here we go. All right, here are your answers to round one, the opening lap. Here we go. Three things all the same number. Thanks, Stacey. Three things all the same number. You had to be within two. The age of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the last two digits of the year in which George R.R. Martin was born, and Arizona's number in admittance to the Union. You had to be within two of 48. Two of 48. 48. I think I gave it away with Arizona there, but it is what it is. Number two on the list of the top 10 characters in The Office by spoken lines, and the list of the top 10 characters in Parks and Rec by spoken lines. The first name that's shared between both is Andy. First name shared between both is Andy. All right, here we go. Number three, it's well known that the penny is more expensive to produce than the value of the coin itself. The other common circulation coin that's more expensive is the nickel. The nickel, worth 5 cents, costs just over 6 cents to produce. Number four, according to the list of careers Barbie's held, presidential candidate 5 years. She's only been president in the release 1 year in which she would have had to win by electoral vote, not popular vote. This was a tricky one. That year, 2000. 2000. Hopefully there are no hanging chads there in 2000 for the Barbie career selection. Number five, of the list of the AFI Top 100 movie quotes, there are only two with the word love in them, which is still bonkers to me. The most recent in 1979, someone expressed their love for the smell of napalm in the morning. The smell of napalm in the morning. And number six, molten polymer deposition. I'm not even going to say these other two. The three things are all methods of 3D printing process. The 3D printing process. All right, we'll also count rapid prototyping, and I'll need to go back and double check, but we'll be fair on that one. All right, now it is time for round two. Round two is the picture round inspired by our friend Scott Maitland. Round two, the picture round. The password is Rachel. The password is Rachel. I want you to name the original broadcast network of the TV shows shown in the picture. Don't name the TV show. Don't name the TV show. Name the original broadcast network, the network on which these shows premiered. And I'm not trying to trick you. It's not like something that started on one and for one episode and then went a bunch of episodes on another. We were pretty fair. Kyle Brown, I don't know what you're saying there, but I think if you're able to say that, you can probably get this one correct. Name the original broadcast network. We will not count the TV show. We will only count the network. You have 7 minutes. Good luck. My monitor almost fell over there. Hey, thank you, Megan. I don't know if people knew that I was being ironic with that Nickelback picture. I sure hope so. Just reminds me of that really old school the Vine. I don't know if anyone remembers Vine, but the Vine where he holds it up and there's like a graph plotted, and he's like, "Look at this graph." That's a lot funnier when there's other people in the room to laugh with you. Hello, Emily. Welcome. Oh, hello, Thomas. Welcome back. Yes, Thomas, I recognize you. Welcome back. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Kyle, gotcha. Understand, Kyle. Thank you for clarifying. Dan Barnett, I like, I don't know, I've just become one with the headband now. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go back. You know? All right, you have just under 2 minutes left in the picture round. All right, you have just over 1 minute left in the picture round. "13 seconds left. You got to get those answers in. Get those answers into the picture round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pitter patter. Get those answers in faster. Get those answers in. Kyle, no worries. I actually did not know the difference, so good to know. Hey, Thomas, no worries. We understood what you meant. You're all good, buddy. All right, great job. Get those answers in. Here we go. You ate this picture round alive. Goodness gracious. All right, number one in the picture round. I'll tell you what the show is, and then I'll tell you what channel, its original broadcast network channel or where it premiered. Number one, that show is South Park. Where it premiered was Comedy Central. Comedy Central. I had so many South Park thumbnails to choose from. I had to control myself there. Number two, one of the best characters in media of all time, CJ Craig in The West Wing, which premiered on NBC. To be honest, I think I've only ever watched that over and over and over and over again on the DVD set. Number three, that show is Mythbusters. That channel, the Discovery Channel. Number four is Shameless. That channel, or that where that premiered was Showtime. Showtime. Number five, if you got that one right, the best I can do is $3. That was Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars on the History Channel. Correct answer, History Channel. Number six, that is The Sister Wives on TLC. TLC. Number seven, that is Chernobyl. Chernobyl on HBO. Chernobyl on HBO. Number eight, yeah, boy, that is The Flavor of Love from VH1. Flavor of Love from VH1. Number nine, I had to edit it out there, but that is 30 for 30 from ESPN. 30 for 30 from ESPN. That's one of the most got of the whole round right there. And number 10, She Just Had a Vision. That's Raven in That's So Raven from the Disney Channel. The Disney Channel is number 10. All right, great work. Great work on the picture round. Like I said before, you just ate that up. Yes, we counted ESPN Plus. Any iteration of ESPN, we took care of you. All right, now it is time for round three. Oh, I get so excited for round three. And that's because round three is the best round of the night. Round three is the money round. Every question in round three has more than one correct answer. Every correct answer you give us is worth 5 points. So if I ask you, what were the names of the 3 Powerpuff Girls? And you say Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles, that's good for 15. If you say Blossom, Buttercup, and Phineas, that's only good for 10. 2 at 5 points, that's only good for 10. I like to mix up those examples for the money round. All right, your password for the money round is Stanley. Your password is Stanley, as in Stanley Hudson is in The Office, registered for the theme games The Office. Thank you, Megan. All right, here are your 3 questions to the money round. Money round question 1. I was so excited to write this question. This might be my favorite of the night. On the list of the most common county names in the U.S., all but 3 of the top 40 most common have a namesake that is an individual. So, for example, Cass County, Indiana, the namesake is Lewis Cass. That's an individual. So, on the list of the top 40 most common, only 3 of them are not individuals. One of them is named for a Native American tribe. One of them is named for a geographical feature, and one of them is a concept. One of them is a concept. I know that's a little open-ended. I'm not going to clarify further. One of them is a concept. So on the list of the top 40 most common county names, one is a Native American tribe, one is a geographical feature, one is a concept. Those are the only 3 that don't have a person as their namesake. Question 2, I want you to give me the running events of the decathlon. What 4 events of the decathlon would you be running? Like the purpose is solely running. So yes, when you're doing the javelin, you run up and throw the javelin, but what are the 4 strictly running events of the decathlon? Question 3, annually, and actually I'm going to need to clarify that decathlon question. I may have screwed that up. Annually, Time Magazine publishes its list of 100 most beautiful women. 100 most beautiful people. There have been 3 times that the number 1 person on the list has been an African American woman. I want you to give me the 3 African American women to make the number 1 spot. Annually, Time Magazine publishes its list of 100 most beautiful people. There's been 3 times that an African American woman has had the number 1 spot. I want you to give me those 3 African American women. Question 4, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration in 2019, 37% of U.S. electricity generation was from renewables. Nuclear was 20%, wind was 7%. What were the next 2 largest sources of renewable energy in the U.S.? What are the 2 largest sources of renewable energy in the U.S. that are not nuclear and that are not wind? I want you to give them to me. I'm going to need to clarify the decathlon question. Give me just a second. Okay, I am positive. It is 4 running events. 4 events that are strictly running in the decathlon. I want you to tell me what they are. Oh, you have 9 minutes. Good. Yeah, you have 9 minutes. Good luck. Stacy, where were you? Stacy, I needed you. All right. Thank you, Luke. I was hoping you would like that. Adam, I remember South Park. We're all good. Stacy, I was counting on you. No problem, Stacy. We'll let you off the hook this time. First mistake Stacy Stover's ever made in trivia. Man, you all obliterated the picture round. Obliterated. Hardest one was Flava Flav, Flavor of Love. Laura Cahalan, I hope you recorded explaining who Flava Flav was to our family. I'd love to hear that. What are you laughing at there, Nick? Let me look. That we will count. Yeah. But line 3 is scored accurately. All right. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention to the chat there. Aaliyah, hello. Thomas, get yourself some coffee. You have 2.5 minutes left in the money round, by the way. BSB Girl 337. That is hilarious. That is hysterical. BSB Girl 337. Very astute observations about the channel TLC. Could tell what channel it was by how they were sitting on the couch. It's incredible. Percentages in question 4 add up to 100% or 30%. They add. I mean, you don't need to give me the percentages. You just need to give me the 20 plus 7 plus these other two equal 37%. Another way to read this is just the last line, the next two largest sources of renewable energy. Sorry, Cahalan family, 1 second, let me check. It is people, Cahalan family, but you get the gist. Yeah, no problem. Basically, 63% non-renewables, 37% renewables. So 63 plus 20, which is nuclear, plus 7, which is wind, plus whatever the next two renewables are. You're good. All right, you have 30 seconds left in the money round, folks. I keep wanting to give you extra time, but Nick keeps locking it down. Like, Nick, can I please give extra time? And he's like, absolutely not. All right. We need your answers to the money round. Get them in. Zach, you're right. Zach, I'll put a question in next Wednesday's set about who is the most beautiful person according to Fine Woodworking magazine. That is incredible. All right. All right. Give us just 1 second to make sure we got all of our ducks in a row over here. All right. Here we go. Here. That woodworking comment is just so funny. Susan, wooden legs, bones, exactly. All right, great work. You can get it in. We know what your team name is if you're having tech issues. Let me know when you got it in so that we can go. Girl Power, let me know when you got it in. All right, get those answers in. Girl Power, let me know when you got it in. Stacy, I read it as the fact was stated on my source. So I read it as the fact was stated on my source. Girl Power, we got you. All right, here we go. Here are your answers to the money round. I love the money round so much. Here we go. On the list of the most common county names, which I love. If you're ever on a road trip, this is something my sister and I do. If you're ever on a road trip and you're bored out of your mind and you're driving through I'm from Ohio, so I'll tease Ohio. If you're driving on I-70 across Ohio and you're bored out of your mind, amazing game. Pull up the list of counties in the state of Ohio and work your way from number 1, which I think is Adams County in Ohio, down to the last county and give a hint. Say, this person is named after the 3rd and 5th presidents. Oh, it's Adams. Or Ashtabula. Good luck coming up with a hint for Ashtabula. All right. So on the list of the most common county names in the U.S., all but 3 have a namesake that is an individual person. These 3 counties aren't named for individuals. They're named for a Native American tribe as Cherokee. They're named for a geographical feature that is lake and named for a concept. I was really careful about concept. That concept is union. That concept is union, meaning a union or that side of the Civil War. Union is the 3rd. So the three counties that aren't named for individuals are Cherokee, Union, and Lake. Good for you, Zach G. from Union County. That's awesome. All right, question 2. The 4 strictly running events of the decathlon are the 100-meter dash, the 400-meter dash, the 110 hurdles, which we counted just hurdles, and the 1500. And the 1500, or we'll count 1600. We will also count mile, as it's colloquially known. We'll make sure that we're fair on that one there. So Stacy, thanks for clarifying the wording on question 3. This is as my source listed it, and this should be People Magazine, by the way. Annually, People Magazine publishes its list of 100 most beautiful people. There have been 3 African-American women to make the #1 spot. Those are Beyonce, Lupita Nyong'o, and Halle Berry. Beyonce, Lupita Nyong'o, and Halle Berry. All right. Hang on, Pat Fagan. Pat Fagan will go back and look. We'll go back and look about mile. Hang on a second. You're up the creek if you don't jump on hurdles. So Nick, we're going to need to look into that. Before we give the scoreboard, Stacy, I get it. Stacy, I get it. Question 4, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, in 2019, 37% of U.S. electricity was renewables, 20% nuclear, 7% wind. The next two, 7% hydro, just under 7% hydroelectric, and just under 2% solar. Just under 2% solar. All right. All right. Those are your answers. I will address the comments in the chat here after we get round 4 squared away. So here's the way this is going to work, because I need to do a little work behind the scenes here, folks. Need to do a little work behind the scenes, make sure we're being fair to you. The way this is going to work is I'm going to let you into round 4. You're going to start working on round 4, the final round. While you're doing that, Nick and I are going to go back and make sure we're being fair on our grading for the money round. Then I will give you the scoreboard update going into the final round. And then at the very end, we'll give you the answers and the scores. Yep, hydro is water. We'll take care of all that for you, Pat, right here, right now. All right, round 4. It is time for round 4, folks. Round 4 is for all the marbles. Round 4 is for all the marbles. Here in round 4, there are only 3 questions. The reason there's only 3 is because these are high caliber questions. On each one of these 3 questions, you are going to wager 0 to 30 points. 0 to 30 points only this time. If you get the question wrong, you lose your wager. You get the question wrong, you lose your wager. Go all in. 30, 30, 30. Get them all right. That's positive 90 points. Go all in. 30, 30, 30. Get them all wrong. That's negative 90 points. Here we go. The password to the final round, in honor of Friends Trivia, is Ross. It is Ross. The password to the final round is Ross. The password to the final round is Ross. Here are your 3 final questions of the night. Final round, question 1. What system of writing is based on symbols that are organized into groups known as decades? What system of writing is based on symbols that are organized into groups known as decades? Question 2, what company was founded in 1885 as the Binney and Smith Corporation and has been a subsidiary of Hallmark since 1984? They have had their most famous product inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame. I want you to tell me what company that is. I want you to name the company. What company was founded in 1885 as the Binney and Smith Corporation? It's been a subsidiary of Hallmark since 1984 and has had their most famous product inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame. Question 3, 2 countries on 2 different continents had identical vertical tricolor flags until 1968. One of these countries, in order to limit confusion at the 1968 Olympic Games, added a coat of arms to the flag. I want you to give me what 2 countries I'm describing. You have to get both of them. You have to get both countries. We're not giving you partial credit for only one of them. 2 countries, you got to give me both of them. On 2 different continents had identical vertical tricolor flags until 1968, when one of them officially added a coat of arms to its flag. So as to limit confusion at the 1968 Olympic Games, what are those two countries? These are your three final questions of the night. Please wager with prudence. Good luck. We'll go back and take a look at Lupita. Give us just a second. Beth Hicks, we counted anything with hurdles, anything close to 100 with hurdles. We are, okay, so a couple of updates. We are not going to count the 1600 or the mile. We are counting just the 1500. We will count denominations of hurdles that are close to 110-meter hurdles. I understand that the wording on the Lupita Nyong'o question was confusing, so give us just a second. Sorry, Dan. Here's a way to get around that. Oops. I think we should do that. Thank you. Okay, we will throw out the Lupita Nyong'o part of the most beautiful people question. Oh, thank you very much, Leanne. You have 4 more minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, folks. Give us just 1 second to clean up the mess we made in the money round. Thank you. All right. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to do it to you like that. Big mistake on the most beautiful people question. Goodness gracious. Nick, are we ready for the scoreboard? All right, here's your scoreboard update going into the final round. My apologies for the issues with the most beautiful people question. scoreboard updates in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for 15th with 100 points. It is Penton Quarantino. It is WTH, Flattening Dr. Amy's Curve, Not the Callahans, and Live Free and Die. In 14th place with 102 is BSUAT. In a 2-way tie for 12th with 104 is Girl Power and Boy of the Week and Humps. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for 105. 5-way tie for 7th with 105 is You Look Fat When You Cry, J is for Genius, Fruit Smugglers, Team Wizards of the Coast. In a 2-way tie for 5th place with 107 points is I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. Kyle and the Backseat Drivers. I fixed it, Nick. Pardon me. I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID, and Kyle and the Backseat Drivers. And in a 1, 2, 3, 4-way tie for first place with 110 points, it is Hank Scorpio, the Slow Kids at Play, the Dan Friend Club, and Limited Breadsticks. Limited Breadsticks. All right. That is your scoreboard update going into the final round. I learned my lesson about questions about most beautiful people. That's my apologies. Here we go. Wager with prudence. You have about a minute left in the final round. You're good. There is some inflation on those scores for water that was not originally there. So I'm just here so I don't get COVID. Check you out. I'm just here so I don't get COVID. We tossed out Lupita Nyong'o. That's why you have 107. No. We're good to grade this, Nick. All right, your time is up. You got to get your answers in, folks. You good, Nick? Yep. All right, you got to get your answers in, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, great work on the final round. We're all locked up. Here we go. Here are your answers to the final questions of the night. Round 4, question 1. What system of writing is based on symbols that are organized into groups known as decades? The other hint I was going to give for this, but I took it out because I wanted to be a little bit more challenging, was there are 64 characters that are usable in this system of writing. That system of writing is made up of 6 dots that are either raised or not. That is Braille. That is Braille. Correct answer to question 1 is Braille. Question 2, what company founded in 1885 as the Binney and Smith Corporation had their most famous product inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame? That company is Crayola. That company is Crayola. And question 3, 2 countries on 2 different continents had identical vertical tricolor flags until 1968, when one of them officially added a coat of arms so as to limit confusion at the Olympic Games. One of those 2 countries, the one that added the coat of arms, hosted the Olympic Games this year. Didn't give you that, but that's true. Those 2 countries are Italy and the one that added the coat of arms, Mexico. Italy and Mexico. What a great stat. What a great fact. I love that. All right, give us just a second to go back and audit and make sure we're completely nails on our grading here, folks. And we will have your scoreboard update here for you in just a second. Feel free to comment in the chat if you had any questions, any themes that you'd like to see coming up. We have 2. We have Friends. We have The Office coming up this weekend on Saturday. Check those out. The Office at 6:30. Theme at 8:30. Join us. Register with the link in the description. Give us just 1 second to audit here. Are we good, Nick? All right, we are good. Here is your scoreboard update to end the night. Here we go. In We're going to go down to 19th. In 19th place with 137, I'm just here so I don't get COVID. In 18th place with 139, Great Lakes, Great Times. In 17th place with 140, it's the Slow Kids at Play. In 16th place with 143, it's What is Red, White, and Green. In 14th place, two-way tie with 148, it is the Beer Snobs and W and J. In 13th place with 150, it's the 8 Cahalan family members of Not the Cahallans. In a two-way tie for 11th with 160 points, it's Tenton Quarantino and You Look Fat When You Cry. In 10th place with 164 points, it is Hotel Tango Powerhouse, Girl Power and Boy of the Week. In 9th place with 182 points, If You're Not First, You're Last. In 8th place with 187 points, it's Vermin. In 7th place with 190 points, it is Hot for Teacher. In 6th place with 192 points, it's BSUAT. In 5th place with 194 points, it is Humps. It's Humps. In 4th place with 195 points, champions from last week, that is Quizzards of the Coast. And folks, free trivia tonight in a three-way tie for first place. It is Hank Scorpio, it is the Dan Friend Club, and it is Limited Breadsticks. Three-way tie for first. Congratulations to our three-way tie for first place. All right, Megan, I know you're from Dan Friend Club, so I'm going to need you to text me, Megan. Hank Scorpio or Limited Breadsticks. I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. I need someone from either one of those teams to identify. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm going to delete this. Hank Scorpio, Limited Breadsticks, identify yourselves in the chat, please. Identify yourselves in the chat. Yes, Nick? We should have a form for this. You're right. Hank Scorpio, Amar, text me at that phone number, Amar. Let me know when you got it, Amar. All right, we need a representative from Limited Breadsticks. There we go. All right, Amar, I got you. All right, Sarah Bauer, you will be commenting your answer in the chat when I say go. Amar and Megan, I need you to text me your answer to the question that I'm about to ask you. All right, on our list of AFI top 100 movie quotes of the years, of all the years represented on the AFI top 100 movie quotes, I want you to tell me the year that has the most movie quotes represented. The year that has the most movie quotes represented. You have 30 seconds. Amar, Megan, text me your answers. Sarah Bauer, get ready in the chat to chat your answer to me. Whoever's closest will win. You have 30 seconds. Let's go. 29, 28. Free trivia here tonight, folks. Thank you so much for playing the Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. I have had a blast. This has been a great 100-team, 440 and a half person game here tonight. All right, I got an answer from Megan. Amar, I need your answer. Got an answer from Amar. All right. Sarah, I need your answer in the chat right now. All right. So the answers, Sarah Bauer, as we all saw in the chat, 1994 for Limited Breadsticks. Amar from Hank Scorpio, and Megan from the Dan Friend Club. 1940 and 1940. The correct answer, 1942. We got more free trivia. Here we go. Congratulations, Sarah, for making the tiebreaker. Great work. The quote from 1994 was "Life is like a box of chocolates." Great work. Megan, Amar, we're doing it again. You ready to run it back? Megan, Amar, let me know in the chat that you're ready to rock and roll. Let me know in the chat that you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, sounds good. Here we go. Dog fight. Let's run it back. All right. Megan and Amar, I want you to give me the percent population change of the state of New Hampshire from 1970 to 1980. The percent population change of the state of New Hampshire from 1970 to 1980. Let's go. I cannot believe you both put 1940. Absolute hysteria on the Wednesday night monster game. Megan Amar, you have 30 seconds. Text me your answer. Percent population change of the state of New Hampshire from 1970 to 1980. I'll tell you what, Matt, you can comment in the chat if you want. I know. Paul, I'm so excited. All right. You got 10 seconds left. Megan, Amar. I have Amar. Megan, I need your answer. Here we go. I need your answer, Megan. Dan Friend Club. I'm getting the typing dots. Oh. All right. Here we go. I have answers from Amar and from Megan. Answers from Amar and from Megan. Amar of Hank Scorpio says 30%. Megan and team from the Dan Friend Club say 10%. Percent population change of the state of New Hampshire from 1970 to 1980 is 24.8%. Congratulations, Amar and Hank Scorpio, for winning the cage match, winning the showdown. Congratulations. Great work. Congratulations to our 3 tied teams at the top tonight. What a rush. Goodness gracious. Limited breadsticks. Great work. 200 points. Dan Friend Club, great work, 200 points. Hank Scorpio, 200 points. Having to do it twice to break the tie, Hank Scorpio. Congratulations. Hank Scorpio, have you been a champion before? Charlie, it was great to see you again. Charlie, it was great to see you again. Stacy, thanks for playing. Luke, Megan, congratulations. The DFC in the tiebreakers. Man, reminiscent of Syracuse, UConn, Big East tourney. I know, that was crazy about 1940. Absolutely crazy about 1940. Great game. Thank you all so much for playing the Wednesday night monster game presented by Michaelis. We were elated to have you. We run it back, do it again tomorrow night at 8:30, hosted by Matt for the Thursday night Hambone's monster game. This weekend, we've got our theme games like I talked about. Hey, Nick, can you do the scoreboard or do you want me to do it? Okay. Oh, you already posted it. Thank you very much. Adam Shoquist and team from Milwaukee, thank you very much. Welcome to Milwaukee. Maxime is part of the team tonight. Let's see here. Really, the top 15 is just amazing. You're absolutely right. Great job, everyone in the top 15. Absolutely stellar game. Round 4 was a doozy. New Hampshire, 24%. Megan, I can tell you what states grew by 10%. West Virginia grew by 10%. Amar, email Matt at Hambones Trivia. Matt at hambonestrivia.com, Amar. Let us know which one of the theme games you want to play, Amar. If you want to come challenge the champions of Hank Scorpio, check us out for the theme games this weekend. Friends, The Office. Can't wait to have you. Let's see here. Friends, The Office. What a great tiebreaker. Hey, Sarah, I'd be happy to check that for Jorian. 1 second. Sarah, we never received Jorian's final round answer. Is it possible? Hey, Sarah, Jorian, I think you switched the last 3 digits for Jorian were 180, and in the last round you said 810. But I can fix it quick. Hang on 1 second. All right, Jorian, I fixed it, and I can confirm that you would have been 10th with 180. 10th with 180, Jorian. Matt Hammond, what would you have guessed on percentage difference? Thank you so much for playing, guys. Absolutely great night. For the 1940, you know, I'm curious about 1940. Hang on one second. 1940 for the lines contributed to AFI Top 100. 1940 only contributed one. It's from Newt Rockney, All-American. Tell them to go out there with all they got and win just one for the Gipper. Win just one for the Gipper. Let's see, after 1942, the next 1942 has an insane 1942 has 8 movies that made the list. 8 quotes that made the list. Next after 1942 is 1939 with 6 quotes. Wow, just wow. Sarah, thank you. It was great playing with you. Great work to the top 15. Matt, congratulations on your first top 15. It's big. Matt, I will think, yeah, that was great. Girl Power and Boy of the Week in the top 15. They're a classic Hotel Tango team. We also saw the Fruit Smugglers tonight. We haven't had the Fruit Smugglers back in a while. We love the Fruit Smugglers. Let's see here. Quarantined, curfewed, and voting in November. That's a great team name. Great team name. Who's Prudence? 2 Mannings, 1 Cup. That's a really funny team name as well. We love Dan. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Shelby Materials was in tonight. See you later, Thomas. Great to see you. All right. We're going to get out of here shortly. Anything else anyone needs in the chat? Any thoughts on questions? Katie, I think Nick posted it, but we can post it one more time. Hang on just a second. Nick, do you want to do it, or you need me to do it? Yep. Yeah, for sure. Katie Flynn, give me just 1 second. No problem. Here's the scoreboard, Katie Flynn. That should be updated for Sarah Francis. The scoreboard I just posted should be updated. Thank you, Kevin from Girl Power. Great to see you this week as always. No worries, Katie. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for a great night. We had a great time with you as always, and we will see you tomorrow at 8:30. Good night.